But as far as you're concerned, it is more than just a right. It is a responsibility, a tanggungjawab. We have 1 million Malaysians overseas. How many million go home to vote? How many million, out of that 1 million, how many actually do not even register to vote? Don't talk about going home to vote. We got 16 million eligible voters. Only 11 million registered. Where are the 5 million? Out of the 11 million, only about slightly under 8 million come out to vote. 3 million plus do not even vote. Which means, out of 16 million voters, 15 to 16 million eligible voters, only half vote. The other half don't vote or don't register to vote. And you find a lot of these 50% who don't vote or who don't register to vote, sitting at the pubs, sitting in Selangor Club, sitting in Lake Club, drinking beer after beer. By the time they finish their 7th glass of beer, they'll be moaning and groaning and grumbling and whining about the government like this, the government like that, this no good, that no good. And you turn around and you say, for an hour I've been hearing you piss about the state of affairs in Malaysia. By the way, out of curiosity, who the hell did you vote for last election? Actually, I don't vote. I'm not even registered to vote. Yang bising sekali, buat kerja langsung tak ada. Why are we making so much noise when there's no effort? We did not put an effort into changing the situation. And here, the one who did nothing complains the most. Itu tabiat Malaysia, Malaysian culture. Let's do something. Let us all be part of the movement for change. Let's all be a member of a movement that is trying to develop people's power. Ultimately, the politicians will tell you that we, the politicians, will decide the future. You stay out. And even us, people like us, who try to get involved in the political process. Not become politicians, okay? We do not even want to contest. We just want to be involved in the political process. They say politics is the exclusive domain of the politicians. Non-politicians stay out. Read the Constitution. Read the Constitution. You can see it on the internet. Google it. Where in the Constitution does it say that politics is the exclusive domain of politicians? It does not say. What do we call state assemblymen, state assemblywomen, or members of parliament? What do we call them in Bahasa Malaysia? They are called wakil rakyat. Why are they called wakil rakyat? Why don't we call them wakil party? Since they are party people, since the party sends them to parliament, since the party sends them to the state assembly. Why don't we call them wakil party? No. The Malays have the right word for MPs and adons, ahli Dewan Undangan Negeri, or state assemblymen, state assemblywomen. The Malays have the right word for it, and they are called wakil rakyat, which means they are representatives of the people. This is like what happened during the French Revolution, when they deposed the king and replaced him with a republic. They were called the people's representative. They represent the people. The people are us. You. We are the people. So we want to decide how the country is run. We don't want Barisan, Pakatan, UMNO, PAS, DAP. We don't want them. We will send them to parliament. Yes. We will send them to the state assembly. Yes. Because we cannot have 28 million Malaysians going to parliament to argue in parliament. The building is too small. So we need representatives of the 28, which is 222. And in each state assembly, also we have representatives totaling something like about 600. 71 in Sarawak. You all, of course, know recently we had Sarawak elections. 71 in Sarawak. Okay? We have, in Terengganu, we have 32. So each state has a number of state representatives. And those are the people who represent us, the people. They are our wakil. They are our representatives. We pay their salary. We pay their salary from the tax which they take from us. You might say you're not living in Malaysia, you don't pay tax. Everybody pays tax. Every packet of cigarette, 80% tax. Every gallon of petrol, 80% tax. Every bottle of Macallan, single malt, I don't know how many percent tax. Saya tak minum. We pay tax. The minute you open your eyes, until the day you close, until the end of the day you close your eyes, you're taxed. Remember the Beatles song? The tax the street that you walk on, the tax the seat that you sit on, everything cukai. And that cukai goes to paying their salary. And there's a lot of money. Not just salary, there are perks and this and that. We're talking about bill. Do you know at the time of Tengku Rahman, the first Prime Minister, you know, for every 5 ringgit which the government spent, 1 ringgit went to the cost, which means the gaji and everything, not just politicians, the whole government. 1 ringgit went to gaji, 4 ringgit went to development. So for every 5 ringgit the government spent, they spend 1 ringgit on themselves and 4 ringgit on the rakyat. So at least we got 4 ringgit out of the 5 ringgit that the government spent. But they took 1 ringgit for themselves, they gave back 4 ringgit to the rakyat. Today, it's the other way around. For every 5 ringgit they spend, they take 4, and they give back 1 ringgit to the rakyat, and then 1 ringgit to rakyat, they take 30% commission some more. So how much are you giving us back? You're screwing the rakyat. You're taking everything and giving back very little. And this is the government that we want? We need change. We need a responsible government. We need a government that knows the meaning of the word morality. We need a government that's transparent. We need a government that's accountable to the rakyat. We need a government that does not abuse its power. We need a government that serves the rakyat and not serves themselves. And we are the rakyat. So we will decide what government we're going to have. And we will not only decide what government we're going to have, we're going to decide how that government is going to perform, how that government is going to function, how that government is going to run the country. We do it many ways. We do it, first of all, by registering as a voter. Second, by actually going home to vote. The third thing is we are fighting. I don't know whether you're aware, we're setting up a fund, about 100,000 ringgit, to take the Malaysian government to court to allow Malaysians who live overseas to vote. The Constitution says every Malaysian has a right to vote. The Constitution does not say, however, you must be living in Malaysia, not in London, before you can vote. Where in the Constitution does it say that? It does not say. So we're going to challenge the government in court. And we're told we got to pay 100,000. In case we lose the case, then they forfeit the 100,000 or something like that. But that's another issue. But the point is, there are many ways we're going to do. And of course, the other way, which is other than what we can do, what you can do is mobilize, organize, get yourselves networked. All Malaysians overseas, and bring yourselves under an umbrella. If it's MCLM Thailand, let it be MCLM Thailand. If it's something else, whatever it is, it does not matter. As long as you organize, that's all that's important. We need Malaysians to network. We need Malaysians to unite. We need Malaysians to group so that you become a force. One of us, they can finish. But when it's 1 million of us, they have to listen. Now, Whether you want to vote for Barisan, whether you want to vote for Pakatan, that's your right. Nobody can take away your right to vote. Nobody can take away your right to decide who you want to vote for. If you feel Barisan is able to reform, fine. I mean, maybe you believe in the tooth fairy also, but if you believe Barisan can reform and you want to vote Barisan, you vote Barisan. If you feel you need a new reform government, a government that can bring changes, and if you feel Pakatan is that government, then vote Pakatan. You make that decision. And we know, being overseas Malaysians and being exposed, being more savvy to world affairs, being able to look at Malaysia from the outside, where you get a better view than looking at Malaysia from the inside, you will know what's the right thing to do. But the only thing, the most important thing is, whatever it may be, as Nike says, just do it. That's all we want you to do. Do it. And after all this has been said and done, if something is still not right with the country, then you've earned that right to bitch, to grumble, to moan, to groan, to complain about the country. Until that, you forfeit your right to condemn the government. You have not contributed into the effort of doing something about getting a good government. And I think my half hour is up. That hopefully I've built, the theme of what we want to talk to you about. And I will pass in a minute or so to Sam. I just want to also make an announcement. We have a representative from the Malaysian embassy here. You probably have spoken to him, chatted with him outside. He has informed me that there are 2 police officers waiting for me to meet me tonight in the embassy. And he's requested I follow him to the embassy to meet these 2 police officers who have honored me by flying up all the way to meet me from KL. I've already consented. I've already said yes, against the advice of both my lawyers here, who have profusely disagreed with me going tonight. But I've already said yes, and I've told my 2 lawyers I've said yes. So I just want to, so if you see me disappear for a while tonight, I hope you'll understand. If I don't stay with you until 2 o'clock in Patpong, then I hope you'll appreciate the reason why. And I thought I'll make it official announcement so that I don't want you to listen to rumors and then you hear something and then you all get say, hey, I was with him, and all. So because sometimes a lot of things when I do, people misinterpret it, and better I tell you now what's happening, and let's be clear about the whole thing. So at least you can say to the others, we were the first to hear it, direct from RPK. You don't have to listen to rumors and whatever is being twisted out there. And sometimes the opposition twists things as skillful as mainstream media. I think this spinning, both sides are very good at it. So that's as far as my presentation is concerned, and with that I'm going to hand it over to Sam to continue. Then I'll knock on the microphone when he's got his half hour up, and we'll open out to 1 hour or whatever, 45 minutes. But we have to finish at 8 so that we can start dinner, because we booked this place for a specific time. And so we don't want to run. That's why I try to start very early. Not early, start on time so that we can finish on time. So that at least when I say we need to change a Malaysian culture, at least we change one culture as far as starting late is concerned. So thank you very much. And thank you again for coming here tonight.